just send the asteroid. Go ahead, send it. I'll have it. I don't mind the cleanup duty. We speak about it all the time. Oh, I want to speak about a story time. Story time. It's story time. Oh, yes, it is. The story of what is. Did it happen? Or will you need to find out if the plate is hot? Bum, 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 bum. Now, I want to talk about I used to wander around a lot. And I seen a child one day behave like this, where perhaps they wanted attention, perhaps they wanted to learn, perhaps they thought it was funny, perhaps all three. But this is how the story went. Now, one day, a kid didn't give a shit and went, hey, you know, that age before they become another age, during the toddler area, past that 4 to 2 kind of thing, depends on the brain and the education they have. And they don't know what to do, right? And they want to see how you're going to head and how you react to the actions they're doing. You know, at first babies go, have tantrum. I just can't do. Right? You know I can't do. You're a failure. Right? Come and sort me out. You're not yourself a failure to me. Oh, that's better. Huh? And in this story, a child ended up thinking that making a mess was a good thing. Right? And in the end, how did they figure that out? Well, one day they were doing that instead. And then someone else was around. And that could have been the influence, could have been just the timing. But it allows me to speak a story. And that person said, instead of crying, as they got a bit of speech, they can understand a little bit of speech at this time, instead of crying, why don't you clean it up? And when you clean it up, I will give you something. I'll say, what a good job and all that. But first, you've got to give them what they understand. I'll give you a piece of candy. They love candy. I've got a lolly here. I've got McDonald's. Got an ice cream. Right? If you just clean up the mess, I'll give you something for it. Over time, though, when you clean it up, I'm only going to give you something now to show you the point. And over time, I won't have to give you anything. And hopefully you just clean up. And then every now and then, because you clean up, I'll give you extra rewards than usual. And if you don't do that, they stop quicker, right, in the end. Because they go, look, this thing bullshitted me. Because at certain times, they actually tell the truth, like you're God. And they go, shit, I better do that. So I get this outcome. And then when they don't get it, they go, shit, I got bullshitted. You know, and say a parent says, I'll get you a pony for your birthday. And the birthday's come. You never get that like a pony. It just makes things worse. Right? And so in this story, the kid ended up knocking down drinks, got rewarded, and it stopped crying. And then after that, it got rewarded a few times, and then it didn't need to get rewarded. It liked to do it. It thought it was a game. You end up seeing the parent go, you think this is a game? Why? Because the kid comes in, doesn't look around, right? And when you're not looking, and if you find out, because what happened is when this kid found out that they can get a reward, they wanted to create the situation more so they can get more of a reward more often. Right? That's what it got to. It went, oh, that, right? Which is right. It's still learning. And it goes, why it's not looking? It goes, and it's drink on the floor, on the table. Right? It makes a mess. And it goes, oh, mummy. Or it says nothing. And the mummy comes and goes, oh, what a mess. And go, oh, accident. And they go, look, I'll clean it up. And then I might get a reward. Right? And they got caught doing it. And when they got caught doing it, after that and got told off, they never really did it again. But at first, they thought it was funny. Wasn't that clever? And guess what? All of us around them also went, that was cool, right? But in the end, after a few more, it kept happening because now they're doing it and going, and got so cocky that they're doing funny. Okay, that was funny, but you've got to go now clean the mess up. And don't think that you're going to keep doing that you're going to get rewarded at all. Is it funny now? Yeah, but hang on, I'm cleaning my own mess. Not getting no reward. Shit! Then they learn. And then they choose, do they want to clean more, become a cleaner or not? But then you'll find, even whichever way they choose, you'll find they'll be able to do and they can clean. They will get the point. They've learned how far to go, what's going on, and they'll learn it their way in another low level. Another low level. You tell me you learn something, starts off and you overdo it, all that kind of stuff. You might overdo it in this one area like people do in the Bible, right? Overdo a point, right? Instead of getting a few. Anyway, I thought I'd chuck that out. Do we see that happening around when it comes to other areas? As everything lines up into that story away, and there's actually a balance of that story. See, there was a way where it was right for a certain amount of time. Like I talk about when it comes to rules and stuff, rules can fit in. We've made rules over time, but they were right for that time, and then they become not right for this time, like that education. Now you've got to move on, because if you don't, you'll get stuck in a cycle. And you can look back in history, and same with arguments with parents, and why some took longer than others, because they get stuck in this cycle instead of just moving it on, right? Learning quick. Even learning pretty quickly is life's pretty quick. But some people get stuck in these cycles. It takes many, many years, longer than usual, to move on, because they get stuck of getting used to it when they shouldn't, things like that. So have a good one, and see you later. Let me know in comments, did you get what I meant? See you later.